Hello everyone. So in this session we are going to study or we are going to recall the human reproduction. So we studied in this chapter about the male reproductive system. First of all, we studied about the phases. How will be the phases? What are the phases? It will be present in the human body, that too in female reproductive system. How the male and female they reproduces male gametes and then female gametes, and then how the fertilization takes place, and then so these are all the things we studied in the first session, and then in this chapter, related to this chapter I am talking about. And then we studied where the exact location where the male gametes produces, what is the organ which produces the male gametes, and then the organ with the structure also we studied. Actually the female gametes where it produces, that we studied. After that, that is nothing, let me tell you about that also. The male reproductive system, in that two testes will be present, and then accessory ducts will be present, and then what is that, external genitalia it will be present. So these are all the organs which comes in the male reproductive system, and the testis is the thing, or this is the organ which secretes the male gametes. Okay, in that testis we have also studied about the seminiferous tubules, and then reed testis, and then epididymis. So actually the location is actually the place where the male gamete synthesizes is the seminiferous tubule. That too, in the seminiferous tubule, male germ cells, the male germ cells undergo mitotic division, and then later on it undergoes meiotic division, so and so we have completed about the spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis is nothing but the process of formation of male gametes or sperms. After that we studied about the female gamete. So female gamete or female reproductive system. The female reproductive system, so it consists of two ovaries, and then fallopian tube, and then uterus, and then cervix, and then a birth canal, and then external genitalia. So the female gamete or the female reproductive system, it, as I told you, it consists of two ovaries, a pair of ovaries. In that ovaries, right from the fetal life, it starts secreting, or it start developing, it start generating the follicles. Few of you have confused with the follicles. What will be the follicles? How it will be the follicles? These are nothing but the structure, the part from where the oogenesis or the ovary, what is that, male female gamete synthesizes. Okay, from the primary follicles the process begins. At what age the process begins? When the female, when it attains when she comes to the puberty, 12 to 15 age, this is the age where the female she'll be having the first menstrual cycle. The first menstrual cycle is nothing but menarche. The first menstrual cycle begins at the puberty. So this is known as menarche. At that age, primary follicles, it starts developing, and then it reaches to the mature primary follicle or Graafian follicle. The Graafian follicle releases the secondary oocyte. That process is known as ovulation, and then that released secondary oocyte comes to the fallopian tube. In the fallopian tube there are three junctions. One is infundibulum. The infundibulum is the funnel like structure, and then it is followed by a tube like structure known as ampulla, and it ends to the isthmus. That isthmus opens to the uterus. So uterus is a inverted pear shaped structure, and it consists of three parts: upper fundic, middle body, and then lower cervix, and it is of three layers. One is perimetrium, myometrium, and then endometrium. So these are all the things, these are all the structure we studied. The actual process begins at the ovary. So the ovary, it not only produces the female gamete but it also acts as endocrine gland. Why? Because it secretes the hormones at the time of pregnancy. Okay. So these are all the things in the question session. I will tell you, or I will give you some questions related to that you have to write. And then after that, female reproductive system, we studied about the spermatogenesis and then oogenesis. After getting all those male gametes and then female gametes, that too we studied how the male gamete looks and then how the female gamete looks. Okay, we have studied a complete structure of sperm and then an egg. And then with that, we also studied about the structure of Graafian follicle. So after all these things, we moved on with the fertilization concept. In the fertilization, what will happen in the fertilization? The fertilization is nothing but fusion or syngamy, where the male gamete and then female gamete fuses with one another and then the zygote forms. At what time the fertilization occurs? The gamete, so the female gamete, that is secondary oocyte, it has to come to that ampullar region, ampullar isthmic junction or ampullar region. Meantime, the male gamete also enter, it should be in the female reproductive tract, and it when it enter into the female reproductive tract, when the female gamete is there in the ampullar region, then only the fertilization achieves. Okay, so the male gamete carries 23 X or Y type of chromosome. Notice 23 X or 23, not 22 it is, 22 it is. 22 X or 22 Y. 22 is the allosome and then X is the autosome, the same thing. And then the female gamete also 22 X type of chromosomes will be present in the egg nucleus. So with this we studied the next future embryo will be, how it will be, whether it will be a male or whether it will be a female. It is dependent, purely dependent on the sperm which fuses with the female gamete. The resultant product, what we got, the zygote, it will be having 44X or 44XY. Make it correct. In the last session I wrote 46. It is not 46, it is 44XX or it is 44XY. You know how it comes. And then with this we moved on with the, after the fertilization we studied about the embryo development. Between these sessions, between these concepts, you have to remember about the hormones. What type of hormones? For example, the Sertoli cells, where will be the Sertoli cells? These will be in the seminiferous connective tissue, that too in the, what is that? Testicular lobule. In the testicular lobule, seminiferous tubules, they surrounded by, or it will be present in the connective tissue. That connective tissue possesses some cells known as Leydig cells, and also some blood vessels will be present. That Leydig cells, it secretes the testosterone or androgens, that is male hormone. And then meantime we also studied about the what is that, prostate gland, and then seminiferous seminal vesicle, and then these are all the things you have to remember. With the hormones you have to recall the accessory ducts also. In the male reproductive system, the accessory, it has the, once they have asked for 2 mark, mention the accessory ducts. The accessory ducts are seminal vesicle and then prostate gland and then bulbourethral gland. So these are all the accessory ducts you have to write if they ask in the examination. And then, and also let me tell you, the ovaries, they not only synthesizes the eggs but also it secretes the hormone known as relaxin during the last phase of pregnancy. Okay. And then after that, the function of Sertoli. Randomly I am picking the concepts and I am telling you, because these are all the important concepts, important questions in the previous questions, the question paper they have asked. So that's why I am taking as a randomly, I am taking this as randomly. So the function of Sertoli cells are, the function of Sertoli cells are, they provide nourishment to the sperms, and like that the nourishment provided in the female reproductive system. We have studied about the Graafian follicle. Like the Sertoli cells, in the female reproductive system, we doesn't have any kind of cells which nourishes the egg or something like that. It will be having sufficient nutrient material so that it can nourish by itself, but it have one concept, one organ which will be there. What is that? Which organ it is? Which unit it is? After the releasing of Graafian follicle, after rupturing of Graafian follicle, the oocyte, secondary oocyte, it will go inside the fallopian tube. The leftover portion will be there, no. So that leftover portion is known as corpus luteum. That corpus luteum, if the fertilization, in the presence of fertilization, if the secondary oocyte, what it is moving into the fallopian tube, if it get fertilized in that tube, this corpus luteum, that only in that time, that corpus luteum, it secretes one hormone known as progesterone, only to maintain the uterine wall, or it maintain the pregnancy. And then with this yesterday we studied about the embryo development. So yesterday I drawn one diagram, the embryo development. So that diagram they have not asked in the previous question paper. So if you want to skip that diagram, no problem, only to your convenience I have drawn that diagram. So that is not, they won't ask you in the examination. Okay, so that diagram, it will just tell where the placenta will be, where the embryo will be, and which part, so the unit which connects or which supplies the nutrient material, and it's the waste materials carried from the embryo to the maternal body. So that connection and the exact position, if you saw that diagram, you will come to know the connection and the position of embryo. The connection is the structural and functional unit between the mother and then fetus is placenta. Okay, let me tell you one by one. Let me start with the embryo development. So the zygote, when after the fertilization, it takes divisions, mitotic division it is. To take the first mitotic division, it takes 30 hours. As I said you, after the first mitotic division, the process continues. Number of cells forms inside that cell. Inside the cell, number of cells forms, right? So those cells are known as blastomeres. Till 32 cell stage it reaches. After the 32 cells, it will convert that cell or that morula into, it will just transforms into blastocyst. So what is the features of blastocyst? Morula is the 32 cell stage. That morula, right from the zygote till the morula, the stages will be there. No, that stages will be present, that position will be taking place in the fallopian tube itself. That too, blastocyst also forms in the fallopian tube itself. When the blastocyst forms, or when it develops, it will sink down to the uterus, and then it will sit on the epithelium of the uterus. Okay, let me tell you the features of blastocyst. The blastocyst, actually this blastocyst, they'll ask you in the practical session. It is there in the practical session, but in the final examination or in the board, in the theory examination, you will see. If they ask, you can write, but this is important from the point of view, practical point of view. Okay, so the blastocyst, it is covered by outer layer known as trophoblast. It has a mass of cells known as inner mass of cell, and it has a cavity known as blastocoele. And then with this blastocyst, when it sinks down into the uterus, it sits on the epithelium of the what? Endometrium. That uterine tissue, it completely embedded, or it completely covers the what? Blastocyst. The process is known as implantation. That is very important. When it covered by the uterine tissue, the blastocyst, it won't sit simply. It start developing. The trophoblast, the outer layer of the the blastocyst, it develops into chorionic villi. The inner mass of cells, it develops into embryo. Before developing the embryo, it undergoes, or it gives rise to 3 germ layers. Those 3 germ layers are outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, and then inner endoderm. And in between these phenomena, or in between these sequences, we talked about the stem cells also. The stem cells are the cells which have the potency to give rise to tissues and organs. Those cells will be in the inner mass of cells. Those cells secretes, or they differentiate into tissues, organs, organ tissues of developing embryo or developing fetus. And then, however, how long the time, the duration passes when the fetus it is of 1 month old. The fetus I am talking about, not the baby. When the fetus it is of 1 month, the heart it start beats. So that is the signal. By checking the heartbeats of fetus, we'll come to know. The gynecologists, they used to check the fetus, or they used to check the movement of fetus, or everything they used to check. No, in the scanning room, so that they'll catch the heartbeats of fetus. By counting the heartbeats of fetus, they'll decide whether the fetus is in good condition, or it is facing some critical condition, or what something they'll do. We'll leave that concept to the gynecologist. What we are doing here, we are just learning the fetus, how that fetus develop. When the process proceeds, when the fetus, when it reaches to the 2-month-old, the limbs and digits, it will start differentiate, or it will start mature. And when the fetus, when it completes the trimester, or when it comes to the 5th month, the movement, I am talking about the 5th month, the movement of, we can feel the movement of fetus, and also the hairs on the body. So these are all, not body, head. So these are all the development seen in the fetus month by month. And when it completes the second trimester in sense 6 months, it opens, or the eyelids separates, and eyelashes forms, and a fine hairs on the body. So these are all the features, or these are all the developments seen in the fetus which has completed its second trimester. How long the process continue? When it completes 9 months, it's 9 months, the complete embryo, it will be developed inside the mother's womb. That complete developed embryo, it signals the mother's pituitary gland, and then from that pituitary gland, the oxytocin hormone, it get released. That oxytocin hormone, it will induces, or it will passes the uterine wall contraction. the stronger and stronger uterine wall contraction, that signal or that stimulation pass from the oxytocin hormone. That contraction leads to parturition. With that we have few more hormones like, let me tell you that also. We didn't talk about the placenta also. Placenta, it is a interdigited unit in sense the uterine tissue, mother's blood, and then chorionic villi, these three units together forms a structural and functional unit called placenta. The placenta, it acts as a connection between mother and fetus. Not only it connects to the mother and embryo, but it also supplies the nourishment to the embryo. With the supplement, it also takes the unwanted materials from the embryo and the carbon dioxide from the same. And then next is that is the functional unit, the function. Not only it performs the function, but also it secretes 4 hormones known as HCG, HPL, estrogen and progesterone. Once they have asked in the examination, write 4 hormones secreted by the placenta. So the HCG is human chorionic gonadotropin, HPL means human placental lactogen, E means estrogen, P means progesterone. Don't write in a short form, you have to write it in a full form. So after the placenta, after the fully formed or fully developed fetus, the parturition occurs. The parturition means expelling of fetus from the mother's womb or from the birth canal. So that is all about the parturition. When the parturition occurs, not at the time of parturition, right from the last month of pregnancy, the mammary gland, it start differentiating. The alveoli cell, it starts secreting the milk when the parturition begins, or when the parturition finishes, the milk secretes from the mammary gland of the mother. That milk contains number of several antibodies. That antibodies serve as the resistance power to the fetus, or sorry, not fetus, it is now to the baby. So this is all about the, actually let me tell you one more thing. The milk secreted during the initial few days of mother, or from where it is secreting, that initial few days milk is known as colostrum. Okay, that also asks for 1 mark. So these are all the things we studied in the last sessions. Now I am going to give some homework or some questions. You have to answer it and you have to submit it. In these questions, I guess we have completed few questions like spermatogenesis, oogenesis we have completed. You just leave those questions. Leaving those, just copy it and then submit to me. The first question, these questions are from previous question paper, and the chapter weightage is 7 mark. Okay, 2 mark question they'll ask for 1 mark, 2 questions they'll ask for 1 mark, and then 1 question will be for 5 mark. So the first question is, what is ovulation? Name the cells that secrete androgens. What is ovulation? First question. Second question is, name the cells that secrete androgens. Androgens. Okay. Answer it and show it to me. And the third question is, draw a neat labeled diagram of human sperm. I guess we have completed this question. Draw a neat labeled diagram. It means you have to draw, only you have to draw the human sperm The first two question is for 1 mark, the third question is for 5 mark, and then the fourth question is what is menopause? Menopause. So I guess we haven't completed this. I forgot to tell about the menopause. Menopause opposite word is menarche. Only for your reference I am telling you, don't take that these two are the exactly the opposite word. Just for understanding we can take these two are the opposite words. Menarche is the period, or this is the what is that condition where the first menstrual cycle begin at the puberty. In females, when she matures, when she reaches to the puberty, she'll have her first menstrual cycle. That process is known as menarche. Menopause is cessation of menstrual cycle. At the age of 50, 45, 50 we can say, during that period she completely stops, or she doesn't have any primary follicles to develop or to release inside the fallopian tube. During that time she won't be having the menstrual cycle. It means cessation of menstrual cycle at that period of 50, or in between that period the condition is known as, or the process is known as menopause. Okay. So the one question is menopause. The fifth question is name the physical and physiological connection between maternal body and embryo. Name the physical and physiological connection between maternal body and embryo. Next is you have to answer this question. What is spermatogenesis? Question mark. Explain the process of spermatogenesis. Only I have given the question like describe the spermatogenesis. I guess I have told you like that, but answer this question. What is spermatogenesis? 1 mark. Explain the process. With schematic representation you have to explain it. Okay. The fourth question is for 1 mark, and the fifth question is also for 1 mark, but the sixth question is for 5 mark. Next is what is oxytocin? Why is oxytocin necessary for parturition? Why is oxytocin necessary for parturition? Parturition, it means the expelling of fetus from the female body. During that time oxytocin plays a very important role. What it is doing? The oxytocin, it starts the uterine wall contraction. It acts on the uterine muscle, so that uterine muscles they'll show stronger and stronger contraction. When the contraction begins, the fetus, it will come out. Next is 8th one. List any 4 hormones secreted by placenta. List any 4 hormones secreted by placenta. These questions you have to write. And then 9th one is draw a neat label diagram of sectional view of female reproductive system. Sectional view, what I drawn in the board on that day while doing the female reproductive system. I draw one diagram, now ovaries and then fallopian tube and then uterus, those all, that structure you have to write. Only you have to draw the structure which carry 5 mark. And I told list any 4 hormones secreted by placenta. That is not for 1 mark, that is for 2 mark. But in this year the questions, the weightage of this chapter was 8. Okay, 7 or 8 they'll ask. And the next is placenta is the structural and functional unit between fetus and maternal body. Substantiate the statement. Placenta is the structural and functional unit between the fetus and maternal body. Substantiate the statement. So you have to substantiate it, you have to prove it. How the placenta it is performing its role, how it is giving the how it get uses, how it is performing a better function in between the fetus and maternal body. You have to write the answer for 2 mark only. Next question is draw a neat label diagram of human male reproductive system, showing the testes and then prostate gland, seminal vesicle, and then what is that, external genitalia, bulbourethral gland, urinary bladder, vasa differentia, vasa efferentia, everything you have to show that. And I have not given this question, so you have to write down and you have to show it to me. 5 mark, it carries 5 mark. The 10th one, what is menarche? Just now I told. What is colostrum? Colostrum, it comes in the lactation concept. Lactation, that is the last concept of this chapter. Colostrum, milk produced during the initial few days of lactation. Ovulation takes place on 14th day of menstrual cycle. Why? Ovulation takes place on 14th day of menstrual cycle. Why? Why? Ovulation means release of secondary oocyte from the Graafian follicle. Why it get releases at the 14th day? So this question, for this question you have to find out the answer in the menstrual cycle. In that I have described why at the 14th day itself the secondary oocyte, that is ovulation, occurs. Draw a neat label diagram of sectional view of human female reproductive system. If any question is repeating, don't write 2 times, only write for 1 time. Next is mention the function of Sertoli cells of testes. Sertoli cells, it is nourishing the sperms. Name the hormone secreted by corpus luteum. Corpus luteum secretes hormone only in the presence of fertilization. Look at the answer or repeat the sessions, observe the answer and write out. Just now I told you, if you have listened to me properly in the first half an hour or first, you will get the answer. Draw a neat label diagram of sectional view of female reproductive system. 3rd time they are asking the structure of female reproductive system. Next question is list the hormones produced by placenta during pregnancy. List the hormones produced by placenta during pregnancy. This question is also repeated one. Okay. Draw a neat label diagram of human male reproductive system. 2nd time it is repeating. Next is mention the accessory ducts of male reproductive system. Accessory ducts of male reproductive system. Just now I told you. That is for 2 mark. Okay. The accessory ducts question is for 2 mark. And list the hormones produced by placenta during pregnancy. I told you, no, that question is for 2 mark. And draw a neat label diagram of human sperm. 5 mark. That this is also a repeated one. Once you have written means don't repeat the same. What is implantation? Next question. This is for 1 mark. Implantation means the blastocyst completely embedded by the uterine tissue. Okay. So that is implantation. Next is what is fetal ejection reflex? Fetal ejection reflex. This comes in the parturition. Fetal ejection reflex means a mild contraction begins in the uterine after the fetus completely developed. At the time of parturition, before the parturition, the contraction occurs. No, that contraction developed from the fetus. So, the fetal ejection reflex, it means mild uterine contraction, we can say it. The next question is draw a neat labeled diagrammatic sectional view of female reproductive system. 4th time they are asking. Next question is what define menarche? 1 mark question. Name the hormones released by the ovary in the later phase of pregnancy. Ovary it releases one hormone later phase of pregnancy. Okay, answer the question. Draw neat labeled diagrammatic weave of human male reproductive system. Human male reproductive system, third time they are asking, I guess. Answer these questions, submit it to me as early as possible, because if you lose the sessions or if you are not seen the sessions, you can't answer these questions. Okay. Okay, we'll see the next session, we'll see the next concepts in the next session. Till that, take care of you. Thank you.